Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamati. He repeats this 3 times. And you all know why? 3 times? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamati. 3 times. 1. When we chant the Lord's name, our body must chant. Meaning, I'll give you a story. It comes in the Mahabharata. One day, people were talking about Draupadi. And Draupadi, she was the Dulahin of the Pandavas. And people were wondering, they said, how come Draupadi could command the attention of Bhagwan Krishna? And how come whenever she calls, Bhagwan Krishna comes immediately? At the time when she was being disrobed, remember when Dushasan was pulling the sari off her body, and Draupadi looked at Yudhishthir, she looked at Arjuna, she looked at Bhim, Nakul, Sahadev, and none of them responded to her call. They were all helpless. She looked at all the kings. Dhritarashtra, the blind king, was sitting there, and others. She looked at the gurus, and they were all sitting there, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, and all those great devotees, and none of them responded to the abuse that Draupadi was experiencing. And at that time, when she realized that nobody was trying to help her, she tried to help herself. And while Dushasana pulling the sari off her body, she held on to the sari with one hand, and she took the other hand, and she started giving some blows to Dushasana. But he had 10,000 elephant strength in one hand. And poor Draupadi, a female, how much strength an innocent female may have, Not too much of strength. And she kept on pounding with that one hand. And when that hand got tired, she held on to the sari here, and then she pounded with the next hand. But she could not, conquer this evil one. And friends, in life, there are times when we also have to fight against evil. People who are abusing us and people who are hurting us. But we should not do it with our hands and our mouth. Draupadi, when she gave up and she could not fight anymore, she looked up to the heavens and she think of her Krishna, and she said, Dukh haro dwarika nath sharan mein teri. Dukh haro dwarika nath sharan mein teri. Dukh haro dwarika nath sharan mein teri. There are times in life when you can fight no more. There are times in your life when you do not have the strength to fight. And Draupadi looked up at Krishna and she said, my Lord, look at what is happening. Today, my body is going to be exposed to the public for the first time without my permission and without my will. Oh Krishna, please do not let even a piece of my body be exposed, Prabhu. Dukh haro dwarika nath sharan main teri. Please, Lord, please bless me with the clothes that my body will never be exposed. And Dushasana started pulling, my friends. Dushasana pulled, and he pulled the sari off the body, pulling the sari off the body of Draupadi, and her body was never exposed. It is said the sabha was crowded with cloth, meaning that the sari was never ending, and Dushasana almost fainted. Why? Because he lost all his strength, and the room was filled with sari, and everybody was wondering, but that sari is not 5 yard? That was not 5 yard sari? that seemed to be thousands of yards. And when God is on our side, our body will always be protected. Now, people wonder how Krishna would respond to Draupadi like that. So, you know what they did? They sent some spies to peek on Draupadi and to see what kind of devotion and what kind of yajna and what kind of job she doing. And one day, while they were peeking on Draupadi, she was combing her hair. And very slowly she was combing, brushing her hair. And it is said, every grain of hair on the head of Draupadi was saying, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Every grain of hair on her body was chanting the name of Bhagwan. Jai Bhagwan. When will we reach there? When will we reach to that stage where we could be chanting the Lord's name in every single thing that we do? They tested Hanuman also, remember? They tested Hanuman Swami, and you all know this bhajan very well. We just sing the one line only. Cheer ke chati bole apni pavan putra Hanuman. What made Hanumanji so special? Bolo pavan putra Hanuman. मेरे मन में बसे है राम, ओ मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम. Avinash, he says, my Lord is in my mind, and mere tan mein base hai Ram. Didi Gita, every pore on the body of Hanumanji was saying Ram, 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 Ram. When they were building the bridge to go to Lanka, every rock had the name Ram, 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 Ram. And they were placing their feet on those rocks to cross this ocean to find Ma Sita. My friends, let us come back to Bhaja Govindam. It is with this in mind, Bhagwan Shankaracharya is indicating to this old man that it is now you are at the stage of old age. And now is not the time to be doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. Now is the time to be chanting Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamati with your body, with your mind and with your soul. Therefore, Bhaja Govindam 3 times. Your body must be chanting, your mind must be chanting and your soul must be chanting.